Hey guys, Jonah here, back with another beer review. And I've left the magazine downstairs, unfortunately, but this is part of the Balkans box from last month. And it's a Croatian beer, which is interesting. But weirdly, it's not brewed at their actual brewery. So it's contract brewed. Um, and someone told me that a lot of the beers in this box have all been brewed at the Garden Brewery. I mean, they're the biggest one in Croatia, and they're in Zagreb, I believe. But this is the beer here. It's Brlog, not Brewdog, but Brlog. I think that's right. Crafted by Stubbornness. It is 5.1 on the old ABV. It is called Majstorica number 39, whatever that means. It's a cold IPA. And IPAs should be 5.5 and over, but I'm going to let this one slip. I'm feeling good today. We've got barley, we've got rice in here, rice hulls, which is kind of cool. And what are the hops in here? I think they've got some weird. No, it's a weird thing. It's Chinook, I believe. Sorry, I'm looking at another screen. And Styrian Wolf. Interesting. So not Styrian Goldings, but Styrian Wolf. I'm sure it's related to Styrian Goldings. But yeah, interesting. Chinook is obviously very much a West Coast hop, and Styrian is obviously from this side. I believe it's a Czech hop. Although I think a lot of them are grown in Germany now, but who knows? Who knows? Right, glass, can glass. Let us go for this bad boy. Yeah, there's still a lot of debate about whether a cold IPA is just a hopped lager or a heavily hopped lager, um, or is it its own unique style? Let's get this bad boy in there because it's got a huge head on it yet again, so it's going to be one of those. But in this case, I am, yeah, pretty sure that this bad boy is something different because of the rice in there. So it's a rice lager, 2 fingers head, fluffy white head on here. But yeah, what's the rice lager? Is the Chinese beer Xin Tao has rice in, and why not? You know, but for a Croatian beer to have rice in, very strange. But it does add a bit of creaminess without affecting the clarity. And as you can see, it's not crystal clear, but it's reasonably clear. You can definitely see my kind of ugly mug sort of through there. You can see movement through that, but it's not crystal. So if you were putting something like perhaps wheat or something like that in there, or oats especially, you wouldn't get the clarity. So maybe by adding the rice, they're trying to go for a bit of the clarity as well. And it's got a sort of quite a light fruit on the nose, like I mean, it's fruity, but it's not. Yeah, it's not a tropical or as like a juicy kind of fruit. This is a slightly, yeah, slightly different, lighter kind of thing. Everything's light, but it's a 5.1% beer. Even the colour, look at that. That's really lovely and light. So yeah, unlike a normal sort of IPA with a little bit of crystal malt in there to give it that kind of yeah, more ambery colour. This is really light. Anyway, I've been talking too much. Let me dive in. And if you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing. Do all that kind of jazz. Give me a thumbs up as well if you're entertained by this video. Hopefully you are. Cheers and beers. Ooh, wow. Okay. That's a little bit herbal, but I am getting that kind of, yeah, that kind of lotusy thing. Oh, nose is itching. Sorry, my nose is always itching, so I'm always scratching it. I apologize, dear viewer. That is really, really weird. So I was getting a little bit of kind of lemony kind of, or maybe limey zestiness, but it's really light. And then instantly I started getting like a herbal, um, possibly a tea, but a light tea um, kind of taste, but maybe lotus tea. Um, and then that kind of, yeah, that lotus flower kind of thing. But it's all really light. It's not really obscenely hot like an IPA usually would be. Um, yeah, the flavors are very, very in the background, which is interesting, which is one of the reasons why I guess some people call cold IPA like a hopped lager or a sort of IPA lager or whatever, which is complete nonsense, really. Oh, yeah, it's weird. It definitely has a bit of punch up front, but then things descend into this tea, kind of herbally tea tisane type thing. Um, yeah, with you can get tea. I'm from the UK. I'm a tea drinker. I love tea, but I like builder's tea, which is strong as fuck. And that's not what this is at all. This is one of those light teas, like a Lady Grey. Look that one up on your YouTubes. Um, but this one's more of a sort of blossom tea. And I have been to Chinese tea houses before. Really, if you like tea, my God, go to one of those because there's a ridiculous amount of different kind of tea. Um, and those teas, they tend to get stronger as you add more water. You get your pot and you have a couple of drinks, and then you top it up with more hot water, and it gets stronger. The more water you put in, the stronger it gets, which is absolutely bizarre because you would have thought it'd be the other way around, but no, it's some really strong bad boys. Um, yeah, especially like the gunpowder tea and whoa, crazy stuff. But this, like I say, is more like a herbally drink. Um, yeah, nice and mellow. And at over 5%, that's pretty good. I know lagers, there are some certain well-known branded lagers that are kind of 5%. Um, but a lot of them kind of reducing the alcohol a bit. And anything that's above 5% is good in my book. I've said it for years and years. My first video when I was kind of doing homebrewing stuff back in the day, 2013, 2012, 2013. And I remember saying, I don't like beers under 5%. And that's still the truth to this very day. Oh, wow, that is very, very unique. Um, yeah, I'm glad to have it. Is it my favourite style? No. I think for me, cold IPA is fast becoming the new um, session IPA, which I absolutely despise because it is a misnomer, like a plastic glass. Just it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. But this one, I'm really glad I tried it because it's very, very unique taste. And not many beers are using rice in there. I think I said rice hulls, which is an old brewer's trick to bulk out the grain bill, so it doesn't you don't get stuck mash. Ooh, dreadful stuff. But no, this is flaked rice. Ooh. Interesting. So there we go. There's Brlog via the Garden Brewery, both in Croatia. And that one is called the Majstorica. Jesus, whatever that is. Cold IPA, number 39. Yeah, sorry, 59. No, 39. Jesus Christ, I need to start wearing my glasses when I'm doing these videos because I can't read anything. And that's probably what the people like. They don't want me to read the side of their cans. Anyway, this has been Uncle Jonah drinking beer for your entertainment. Hopefully you'll come back because I'm going to be doing another beer review and that's coming up real soon.